Clicking it.
Brandon, the question that is on everyone's mind is, will Matt Nagy be fired on or just after Thanksgiving? That's the number one question right now. And I wanted to be a little proactive and make sure that the Bears are not thinking straight. And so, right into the brain, so that they keep Matt Nagy forever. You're welcome, Bears fans. You're welcome.
Oh, welcome into GPS. Tom, headbanging, Grossi, air guitar master, hero of Packers fans, lover of fine vegan foods, dog man, and of course, multiple owner of restraining orders.
Oh, yeah, that's a given, though. That's a given. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Grossi Perna Show coming back at you. And wait a minute, after that kind intro, and since, we're in the Thanksgiving spirit, my co-host, oh, man, the beard with 1,000 tails, the man whose titles, thumbnails, and graphics transcend the Holy Bible itself. The man, creator of the Bench Warmer Brew.
Black Friday sale this Friday.
That's it. We're getting the plugs in the intro. Ladies and gentlemen, Brandon Perna.
Yay for me.
There you go.
First question in the comments. Do I look pretty? Do I look pretty? I took my wife's Gucci headband yesterday because
Gucci,
it's either Gucci or knockoff Gucci. I forget. It might be Gucci because
it's Tanucci.
A Gucci headband was like the cheapest thing you could get, and she wanted it. But my 1-year-old child put it on my head yesterday, and I was like, "Oh, this is cute," and we were having fun. And then I left it on my head for like 5 straight hours because honestly, it just keeps your hair at bay. And I think, like Justin Herbert, I'm a headband guy now.
That's it. Like you've sold. Like you're like, this is my new life now.
The headband, and I am a breast man in terms of turkey.
In terms of the turkey, that's what you're referring to. In terms of
real life, either or, baby. Either or, baby.
Wait a minute. So you're saying you like options, is what you're telling me. You like options.
I'm of course talking about how I evaluate NFL talent.
Well, because I know there is a place where you have plenty of options that you can potentially put your money on.
Yes.
That wasn't that good. I'm sorry. That wasn't that good.
Do you want to bet on the top draft prospects' breast size this year?
Garbage.
Doing a DraftKings Sportsbook, baby. Code GPS, link in the description. Guillermo, you are relentless, my friend. The world's #1 Raider fan, Guillermo Contreras. GPS, that's the code. If you sign up at DraftKings, they are going to match your first-time deposit up to $1,000. If you got $1 million, they're not going to match that because that's ridiculous.
That'll be my job.
That is stupid. And they've got
like legal disclaimers.
Disclaimer in all of the land.
I like it.
There is Thanksgiving betting happening tomorrow. Later in the show, I'm going to tell you the parlay I put together. Some quarterback performances, overs, unders, in a weird slate of Thanksgiving games this year. I'm not going to lie. It is weird. Kicking off with, Lions and Bears. And DraftKings is an
Woo!
official sports betting partner of the NFL.
I know them.
Yeah. You ever heard of the NFL? Well, DraftKings does. DraftKings invented the NFL.
Wow.
DraftKings
And the polio
created
vaccine.
Roger Goodell in a robotic lab with AI technology.
Like Facebook.
Just remember code GPS when you sign up to take advantage of all their can't miss offers and to receive your deposit bonus of up to $1,000. That's it. We're done.
Do a flip.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
So I was thinking a way we could make this show better, Tom. Like this show good. I'm very thankful for the audience that shows up here every single Monday, Wednesday, Friday morning.
Yeah.
But if we want to be successful, we got to be a debate show. We have to debate everything. We have to pick a side. We have to dig in. Like, first question, Cole Beasley, is he even white? Boom, debate it. Patrick Mahomes, does he play quarterback? Boom, we debate it. So we also got to change our names. You, from now on, if we want this show to succeed, will be Nick Wrong, and I will be Skid Marcus.
Okay.
Nick Wrong.
And
Skid Marcus.
Skid Marcus. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Can we do like the first topic? All right. The Broncos are a really good football team. That's what I'm saying.
No,
So
that's not what we would debate. We would debate,
No,
are the Broncos a football team?
Oh, are they? Just like, are they? Oh, well, then that's
It's got to be a clear answer, and one of us has to be asinine for even taking that stance.
Okay.
I don't know. I just had a meeting with my 1-year-old child about how to make the show better this morning.
Okay. And those were the notes that were given.
Yep.
I mean, I think that those are honestly great critiques. I've been looking
Nick and Skid. Welcome to Nick and Skid in the morning with Tom
Nick and Skid. And they're just like, oh my God. Yeah, that's okay. We could just be like disc jockeys now. I can do that. Okay.
But seriously, please tell me if I look pretty in the comments today.
There's a lot of people who said that you could get it. I don't know what you're getting, but you could get it. Oh, clickbait sports power rankings. Oh, communism.
Whoa.
Perna Broncos.
Whoa.
Freddie Point Vince.
I'm number 1. I'm number 2.
Democracy.
It's always where I want to be.
Oh, yeah.
Tom should be the starter. I should be the backup, and we could take on the world together.
Accurate. And Cameron, that is also accurate, too.
Yeah.
She's brutal, too. I flubbed a line one time. Oh, man, she didn't.
Tom flubbed a line, and she immediately just blew out her diaper with diarrhea. That's when you know she's
you
upset.
see what I just did there? That was better than what came out your mouth. It's pretty rough. Anyway, let's talk about the talk of the town here. And that's about Matt Nagy. Matt Nagy. And you know what? I should have asked, did you get that video I sent about the high school game? Did you?
Oh, yeah, I saw that yesterday. Let's start with that. I'll pull it up real quick.
Okay. I'll kind of explain this. Thanks, Mendoza. Appreciate that. Well, the Broncos didn't lose because they were on a bye week. So
bye week.
So yeah, Matt Nagy, the talk of the town, of course, has been, is he going to get fired? There was rumors that were coming out that saying that he was going to be fired as early as Thanksgiving or directly after Thanksgiving. And the problem was that, all right, listen, this past Sunday, we talked about it on GPS, the booze and fire Matt Nagy's were raining down at Soldier Field on Sunday. And that's kind of been a given at this point. Like, it's happening for a while now. And what it's kind of transformed into something else because a clip was shown on the Twitters. Matt Nagy, whose son plays on a high school football team, while he was playing, not only was he being booed, but they were chanting "Fire Matt Nagy" at his kid's football game.
Yes.
And I want to just hold on for 10 seconds here. Just hold on for 10 seconds. This is why people Don't take the Bears franchise seriously. You could chant. You're paying good hard money to go to Soldier Field. You could chant whatever the hell you want, right? Within reason before you get thrown out. Like, you could chant fire Matt Nagy. Matt Nagy's a grown man, right? There's accountability there, etc. But for you to chant it at his high school son's football game, like, come on, man. Like, really?
The thing that bothered me about this was that they should have been booing Matt Nagy's son directly. They should have singled out his child and booed him at the football game.
Like,
you want to get to Nagy, you find out his son's name and you say, boo to that child. Boo that child until he never wants to play football again. If you're going to go full on douche, do it right, Bears fans. Do it right.
They couldn't even do that right. Well, they couldn't finish the game on Sunday, so they couldn't even finish this. By the way, for Conman, he wants to know what's a good place to get food in Denver. That's what they show.
Yeah, I just asked him in the comments what kind of food you're looking for. I'm the wrong person really to ask because I don't leave my house. Are you in downtown Denver? You like Mexican food? That would be my recommendation. You want to dip your tongue in some green chili, some authentic Colorado green chili. Upscale, fine Mexican dining, La Loma downtown. You want that greasy diner food, Sam's number 3. You want to go to the DNVR sports bar and watch sports and eat?
Well, okay.
Yeah. Can we change the Let's Go Brandon chant to just be to just refer to me?
Yes.
Like, I don't mind that it's getting popular, but we need to refocus it to help my YouTube channel.
I agree with that.
My thinking. You want me to play this Nagy clip?
Yes, I want you to play the Nagy clip. Yeah.
And that's exactly what we want. I just understand in the end that we all care a lot, and we're all in this thing.
I can't hear you.
I can't hear it either.
Just hear the booze. Just go to fire the other clip, like the one that's right below.
Oh, down here.
Yeah. Okay. That's the one. That's the one.
I see what you wanted.
That's the one. That's the one.
Well,
why is it so low? You can kind of hear it.
Fire Nagy.
Yep.
Specifically his son.
So yeah, that's at his high school. There we go.
The best part of that clip is they're in the middle of the booze, then the play happens, and they go right back to reverting to reacting to the play.
Yeah, exactly. They're just like, we're bored. Listen, I've been to high school football games, like I get it, but yeah, at like literally, they're literally at his son's football game chanting that. I mean, like, that's kind of like, I don't know. I feel like that's just low. Like, it's just dumb. The USFL season. Who knows?
I'll probably be covering that, guys. Don't worry.
There you go.
Daddy's going to need some spring football to inject life into his YouTube channel come May.
Nailed it. Okay. So yeah. My question, Brandon Perna, I know that I'm a little bit more closer to this, but Matt Nagy was asked about, like, if you had conversations and stuff, and he's like, I didn't speak to ownership during his press conference. He's like, we didn't have those conversations, what have you. I feel like if they lose to the Lions, might be fired at halftime. Like, if they're losing to the Lions, like, they might just be like, you know what, buddy, just get out. Just absolutely get, because Justin Fields not the starter on Thursday. All right. You're going to have the Red Wagon, Andy Dalton, otherwise known as the Red Rocket, otherwise known as the Red Rifle, otherwise known as guy with red hair. You're going to have him.
The Red Rider BB gun.
That's it. At QB. I think, honestly, and this is like a non-biased opinion, I think that they should re-sign Matt Nagy for at least a century. I think
10-year contract, just like Gruden got.
Yep, exactly.
And they need a clause in there that says no matter what emails we find of you, Nagy, you will not resign.
That's true. Yep.
And actually, every bad email adds a year to your contract.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think that is only right. That is only right. Who will Vontae Davis Nagy at halftime? Yeah.
Oh, that was the best.
You know what, guys? I'm out. I'm good.
Peace out. Peace out, guys.
Like, here's where I'm struggling with this. One, I want Matt Nagy to be the coach in Chicago forever. One. But two, I'm also struggling because while it'd be very humorous to see the Lions win, I still want to hold true that the Lions' first win is against the Minnesota Vikings, especially after how cocky they've been. But then seeing kind of the reaction to the fire Matt Nagy stuff, like at the high school football game, I wouldn't mind them, losing there too. But they've lost 5 straight, Perna. Like, if you're a Bears fan, do you have anything else to lose at this point? Like, Khalil Mack is out for the season. Justin Fields is hurt. Akeem Hicks is hurt. Like, there's all these people that are hurt. Like,
you have no dignity left.
It's gone.
You're playing for the turkey on Thursday. Here's what I think is kind of weird. Okay, so Matt Nagy has denied that he's going to be fired on Thursday, which of course he would do. He had meetings with the Bears brass yesterday, and then canceled all of the team meetings after that.
Yep,
that's how I know that mother licker getting fired on Thursday.
Oh, he getting fired. Oh, he getting fired.
You keep those meetings to reassure your guys that, look, we had some discussions. I'm going to be here the rest of the season. But the problem is the reports are saying that he's lost the locker room. The entire locker room. Not even the kickers on his side. Like, it's bad when the long snapper's like, F that dude, I'm out. Because apparently last year he'd lost some of the guys, but, there was still some respect there. They did get to the postseason. Now the reports are saying no respect, going to be fired Thursday. I believe this because nothing has come out to actually suggest that he's not going to get fired. And it makes sense to fire him Thursday because whoever comes in as interim head coach has a little extra time to try and put together a game plan for their next game, which, can't be any worse. It can't be worse. And if you're an interim head coach, this is the opportunity to seize upon. And you roll with Andy Dalton for a while. You tell Justin Fields, you're hurt. You are hurt until I say you're not hurt.
Yeah.
Because Dalton, as much as he annoys the shit out of me, not a bad QB. We've seen Justin Fields, and really, you've just got to hold on to Justin Fields and hope whoever you have on staff right now doesn't ruin him. Does not ruin him for the future. And I think that's why you're getting rid of Matt Nagy early, because you're like, this guy is going to kill Justin Fields. Justin Fields has not been good. He has done nothing to help him. Their offensive line is still bad. So let the offensive line murder Andy Dalton. Get your whole new coaching staff this offseason. Draft some linemen and then see what you got with Fields next year.
Listen.
And when you're still bad, it doesn't matter.
Listen, that's what, yes, I want Jason Garrett to be their new head coach, by the way. But here, I said that. I literally said that in the beginning of the year. I said, your offensive line is bad. When Tevin Jenkins went down, I was like, it's still awful. Put Andy Dalton back there so he gets murdered. That's it. Like, put him back there so he gets destroyed every single play because they can't freaking block a defender. So you're saving your rookie QB and not getting him into bad habits. Because, listen, it could be a lot worse. Thankfully, and I mean this, thankfully he only has bruised ribs. Because, I mean, like, you look at what happened when you had no O-line last year with Joe Burrow, right? Like, this is what, like, for young QBs, like, you don't want them taking all of those hits. Aaron Rodgers in the beginning of his career was getting destroyed back there. So it for me, if you're a Bears fan, you're like, listen, unless, like, the game is, like, so out of reach, what have you, you put them in for a little bit just to get those, like, game time reps. Like, that's it. It makes no sense to me because it seems obvious, and I'm not trying to be like an armchair GM here. Like, I understand the importance of, like, game time experience, like, I get it, right? And that can't even be replicated in the preseason because you're not going up against usually, like, the first strings. But at the same time, you have a weakness. You know that your O-line is going to potentially get your QB of the future hurt. And the Bears have never fired a coach midseason, ever, in their franchise history. Never. They've done it after the season, but never in, like, the middle or before it is ended. So,
the Jets. It's been pretty clear this year. Nagy's not the right guy for the job. He's not the right coach to develop a young quarterback.
Disagree.
I know that because I've seen those coaches on my own coaching staff. And yeah, Bear's going to fire him. Garrett already gone for the Giants. Now, I don't think Garrett was the right offensive coordinator there either. But there's a lot wrong with the Giants right now. That's not going to fix them. But their offensive game plan on Monday night, atrocious. And I think it was just the breaking point. And the Giants ownership loves Jason Garrett. So this has to be a Joe Judge headed decision because there's no way those guys would get rid of Jason Garrett unless they are forced to. So yeah, Matt Nagy wanted Dalton, I believe. Dalton to me he's a good quarterback, or he's an okay quarterback, but he is, oh my God, one of the least impressive quarterback. He annoys me so much, Andy Dalton. I don't know why. I just unrightfully just do not like Andy Dalton. Yeah, unjustly, if you will. Anyway,
I actually want to talk about the Giants because I have a lot.
Yes, please.
I have a lot to say about them, actually. So one of my good friends is a Giants fan. And
yeah, right.
Like,
you don't have friends.
So talking about 5-point vids, but he doesn't return my call.
Oh, yeah.
He was the only one who didn't get a phone call on Sunday to be on the stream. But in terms of the Giants, Daniel Jones, bad. Like he was bad on Monday night. On Monday night. Perna, what happened? Your camera right now is scootering it up so hard right now. It is full blown potato.
I don't know.
Full blown. It's okay. I still love you. Anyway, so
nice speeds.
Here's what I learned about Monday night. The Giants are drafting these young receivers like Kadarius Toney when the answer to their receiver problems is right in front of them in the form of Andrew Thomas. The guy caught a touchdown and had a great dance afterwards that Kevin Hart was not impressed with. Had a great dance. And so right off the bat, you're spending all this money on Kenny Golladay and bringing him in here. And it's like, why? When you literally have the future right there. Can Andrew Thomas block? I mean, last year he couldn't. So here, I think we go a little wild here. Andrew Thomas, number one wide receiver. Wow, your camera looks so much better now. I don't know what you did, but it's beautiful. Anyway.
Do I look pretty? That's the question.
Yeah, you do. Number one wide receiver. Who's their new QB? Kadarius Toney. You saw him throw that ball. Look at that deep ball. That man could chuck it. So
Cedric Wilson, back down. We got a new wide receiver with the cannon, and his name is Toney.
That's it. Put Kadarius Toney there. Now you're probably like, Tom, who can block? Well, Daniel Jones not doing so well right now. Throw him in there as an offensive lineman. Saquon Barkley, make him the kicker because I'm sure he's tired of running behind that offensive line. Or hell, he's big enough. Maybe he could be a defensive end. Maybe you can throw him at a middle linebacker. Maybe tight end, right?
Daniel Jones needs to be running back. Barkley to tight end.
Yep.
Tony to quarterback.
Yep.
Andrew, who caught the touchdown pass? Andrew Thomas.
Andrew Thomas.
Andrew Thomas. Yeah.
He's the new wide receiver.
Wide. His touchdown catch was actually pretty incredible.
Yes.
It was really pretty. Very pretty.
What I'm saying, people might be like, Tom, like, this is stupid. What are you joking about? Right? Like, what are you joking about? I'm not joking. The New Jersey Giants literally have nothing going for them right now, except the draft that's going to be next year. They got the season's over. They're not going to win the division, and they look horrible. So at this point, at least mix it up to maybe sell some tickets. Listen, I'm not going to lie. I live about like 45-ish minutes away, about an hour away from MetLife. I might take a trip if they're saying Andrew Thomas is going to be lining up in trips on the right side and that man's going to run a go route. I want to see that. Like, I would watch that. And Kadarius Toney is just chucking the ball. It's just go routes every single play.
Boom.
I'd watch that. And I think a lot of people would be entertained by that. So do that. You get two good draft picks heading into next year and call it a day. That's it.
Now, this news broke right before the show started. The St. Louis Rams, their lawsuit has been settled. $790 million the NFL's got to pay to the great city of St. Louis, who should use $100 million of that dollars to start back up the XFL Battlehawks.
Let's go.
And play the Battlehawks in the USFL and the XFL.
Yes.
Or invest in infrastructure, whatever you want with that money.
Ugh.
But that's a big loss for the NFL. $790 million.
It's a little chunk of change there. It's a little chunk of change.
Yeah. So the city of St. Louis basically sued the NFL because of the way the NFL lied about leaving St. Louis for Los Angeles. So saying that they wouldn't do it, and I believe money was invested in the future of the Rams there, and then they're like, nah, just kidding. We're actually leaving for LA.
They're like, deuces. Yeah, I think, first of all, good for the city of St. Louis, because like what happened there was super shady, like super duper shady. And it's funny because every time someone asks me on like a Q&A, they're like, what state should get the next like NFL team? I'm like, St. Louis. Can you imagine those St. Louis and LA Rams games? Oh, and I want them to be called the St. Louis Rams. I want it to be the St. Louis Rams versus the LA Rams, and just like mess all the history up, and just like have Rams versus Rams, and have the same uniforms, like a whole 9 yards. Like just
I think they should be called the St. Louis Settlements.
Ooh, I like that triple S. Oh wait, no, what? I'm SL.
St.
Oh boy.
St. Louis Settlements.
Yeah, it's SLS.
St. Louis lawsuits. St. Louis lawsuits.
Can we have? Hold on.
We call them the suits for short.
Is there a city that is like Saint, but it's an O in the middle? I basically want a team's acronym to be SOS. That's what I want here. That's what I'm aiming for. So when they suck, just like, I'll send an SOS to the world. I just want. That's how my mind was going right now.
Saint Olamide Zacchaeus, Sacramento. Shout out to the Falcons receiver.
Done.
Done. All right, Tom, I'm going to read the news that happened yesterday because there was a lot.
So is JJ Watt, by the way, real quick. Shout out to JJ Watt. Shout out to the Ravens guard.
Oh, yeah.
That's freaking awesome. So, yeah, they be good peoples. They be the good peoples. Feel better, buddy.
Very good people.
All right. Do it, Perna.
Okay.
Read it down. Run it down. Give me the rundown.
Yesterday.
The rundown?
Here we go.
Can I get a rundown?
Giant fire. Jason Garrett talked about it. Texans cut running back Philip Lindsey. R.I.P. Philip Lindsey.
Come home, baby.
Colorado. I hope you find a home, a warm home. Go to San Francisco, Phil, if you can. Titans cut Adrian Peterson.
Aww.
Titans signed wide receiver Golden Tate. 49ers signed wide receiver Devin Funches. Falcons signed punter Thomas Morstead. Jets placed Joe Flacco and Mike White on the COVID list. Mike White got the COVID. Joe Flacco close contact. Zach Wilson on track to start Sunday for the Jets against. Oh, this is a gift, Zach, the Texans. If Zach can't show out against the Texans, I mean, Tannehill threw 4 picks against them.
I was about to say.
If Tannehill could throw 4 picks against
Tannehill.
the Texans, Zach Wilson could throw 8. Zach Wilson could throw 8.
Listen, there's a lot to digest there. There's a lot to digest there. And I don't want to gloss over this. One, Adrian Peterson getting cut. I mean, if you saw what he did on Sunday, you're like, yeah, that kind of makes sense. One.
Yeah.
2, my nemesis. Golden Tate.
Showers Tate.
That man.
Why do you hate him?
Is that an actual question?
Yeah. You know the rumor about Golden Tate, right?
That he's a subpar breakfast cereal?
Ooh, no.
Oh?
That he and Russell Wilson got in a fight because he slept with Russell Wilson's girlfriend or wife at the time before Ciara.
What?
Yeah,
No
you
way.
don't know that rumor?
I don't.
Oh.
Wait, what the? Wait. When was this?
Back when he was in Seattle, before Ciara. Let me see if I can find an article.
Oh, please find that. Okay, I'll tell you why I hate Golden State. I hate. Whoa. See, people in the chat have no idea. They have no idea. People freaking out. Yeah, hold up. Wait, what? What? By the way, what I'm saying is I hate him because of the Fail Mary, because he was a pompous dick after that. And he's like, oh, I caught the ball and there's pass interference, what have you. All right, rumors that Ashton was having an extramarital affair with fellow teammate Golden Tate. Oh, what is that? Would squash bulls? What? I thought it said balls for a second. I'm like, that's weird. Wait. Russell Wilson issued a statement on the rumor and said Ashton and he has been in love since high school. What? I did not hear about that. Wow. Okay. Wait, Golden Tate. I did. What did that last part say? Was that a Reddit post? I did not have an affair with Russell Wilson's wife, nor did I have anything to do with his divorce.
To me, that sounds exactly like Mat Nagy saying, I am not going to be fired on Thursday.
I just thought of Bill Clinton. I did not have relations with that woman. Okay.
I don't know if it's true. It's a rumor, but it was definitely a thing.
Wait, Jalen Ramsey also got Tate's sister pregnant? What?
Oh, yeah, that's true. And that's why they got into it on the field. I'm all about the NFL drama, Tom. All about that drama.
I see. Like that, I love it. They just have like Maury like previews before each game or whatever. Golden Tate, his sister.
You're the father, Golden Tate. Ah!
And then you just see them running like a slant route on Jalen Ramsey and them just like fighting it out or whatever. Oh my God, yes. Like during like the TV time, like the TV timeouts or the halftime show is literally just like a bootleg Maury where they just do that. That's phenomenal. That adds a whole nother layer. Like football can be a very complicated game, and that makes it so much better. Much better. And that's why, by the way, I do hate Golden Tate because of the Fail Mary. I have a signed picture of the Fail Mary in my bathroom. It's on my toilet. True story. That's a true story. And my fans, as a joke, bought a cameo from Golden Tate. I thank you for wishing me a happy birthday.
Wow.
Yeah. So, all right. The other news I did want to talk about, and this is like a developing story going on with Everson Griffin right now. And I know some people in the chat are talking about that. And I saw Adam was talking about it this morning. So yeah. The Vikings just released a statement actually just now. Vikings representatives and the team's mental health professionals have been on site at Everson Griffin's home since early this morning and are cooperating with law enforcement. Our only concern at this time is the safety and well-being of Everson and his family. We will have further comment at the appropriate time. So if you don't know what we're talking about here, Everson Griffin, I think it was on Instagram last night, went on Instagram and basically said that there were people trying to kill him at his house.
Yeah.
He posted a concerning video in which he is posing with a gun, saying that people are trying to kill him. I think the N-word is said in there, so we probably shouldn't potentially play it. But
yeah, just showing it here.
Yeah, so like he talks about the gun that he has, like he got it from Dalvin Cook, that he like bought all the bullets, et cetera, et cetera. And Everson Griffin, obviously, back in 2018, if you haven't heard the story, had a mental relapse, got clean, lived in a sober home, etc. And so immediately after this happened, people were very concerned of like, was this a potential relapse again, what have you. So it's great that the Vikings are putting out a statement and are, seeing that he's okay. And this was posted like sometime in the morning, I think like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning last night. So yeah, that's scary stuff. So hopefully he's going to be okay. I mean, Aaron Rodgers was talking about Griffin and like how much he liked him on the Pat McAfee show yesterday and talking about like, kind of what of a good guy that he is. So hopefully if this is unfortunately kind of just another mental health issue, he is able to seek out the care that he is needed.
Yeah, because he's incredibly talented. There was the whole thing, wasn't it this preseason? Another like driving thing where he got a concussion from wrecking his car or something like that again.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
And yeah, so this has been an issue for a while. It's definite. Well, it seems like it's a mental health problem. The scarier thought is somebody is actually trying to kill him, and that would be very crazy. But like the NFL, it's good that the Vikings are there to support him because I think he definitely needs it here. And this is always an interesting subject within the NFL because you wonder if head injuries have something to do with the reason maybe somebody like Griffin is struggling with something like this, or if it's, something that's been an issue for him longer. But like guys who play football for a long time, you don't know with the brain and concussions, and it's a scary thing. And with social media, we have just a crazy amount of access to seeing these sort of things. And I mean, like, was it just a few weeks ago with the Raiders with Damon Arnett?
Yep.
And that's not like, that's a different thing, but it's just being able to go live on Instagram and
you're so accessible, like so like things that potentially could have been kept in private beforehand or whatever are now like have the ability to go public and everything like that. So people were like concerned as well, when he was going that like this was an actual thing. Like people are trying, and again, we don't know, and I'm not going to pretend I'm going to know, what it is or what happened. But yeah, it's scary stuff, and hopefully, like I said, he's just kind of taken care of. So yeah. But we shall see. I want to address that just because it was in the rundown, and also we had talked about that. It was being mentioned in the comments as well. So before we get to the turkey games, we got a little power rankings to compare, and I was getting comments on my channel apparently, and I don't even because I didn't see what you did. Apparently, though, you snubbed the Ravens, and there were some Ravens fans on my channel who were not happy about it.
Yeah, that's why you tune in. Oh, we just crossed 2,000 and then we dropped back under 2,000. Damn it!
All right, well, now I just see 1995, which is
video,
great.
Get back up to 2,000. Get back up to 2,000.
We will not continue the show until we get 5 more viewers. We will sit here, and now it went down again.
Oh no! Tell me I was pretty. All right, I forgot the Ravens. Fucking sue me, okay? It's power rankings. I did 2 episodes yesterday. I got a little too busy and I spaced. Now, let me tell you why, okay? Let me tell you why this happened.
Tell me why
All right, I had this, okay, and I ranked everybody in the top 5 at 5 because you all are about the same in my eyes right now.
What?
5, 5, 5, 5, 5. That's 5 points.
We hit 2,000 people. Let's go, baby.
Yes. Suck it, NFL Network. Suck it, NBC Sports. Suck it, CBS Sports.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Suck it, Fox. Oh, we're back down.
Did you put the Vikings and Eagles on there?
Yeah. So this is what happened. Okay. I'm like, how do I get the Vikings or Eagles in at 10? And I was like, I'm gonna do the spin wheel and choose one of them. And because both of them are winning games, both of them need a little love and attention. The Vikings beat the Packers, Tom. Kirk Cousins is playing the weirdest football that nobody can figure Kirk Cousins out. He's great and he's bad all at the same time. So I'm like, I got a spot here I can play with. I'll get back to the Ravens because I wanted to put the Bengals in. Then I ended up moving. I ditched the Bengals. So there's not a single team in there from the AFC North because I was like, I'll get back to that. And then the list was filled and I'm like, oh, it's done.
I'm done.
And I was trying to finish the friggin' Mat Nagy, Jason Garrett video. And by the time I came back to power rankings, the Ravens, forgot about them. Also, Ravens, you were on a bye, right? And then you came back and Tyler Huntley barely beat the Bears. Is that what happened?
Yeah, that's what happened. Yes.
Anyway, it felt like a bye. You guys got lucky to beat the Bears. The Bears, Andy Dalton nearly led a comeback victory against you. And so when Lamar Jackson's not playing, the Ravens aren't the Ravens. So
can you put the graphic up again?
I think I can go back up.
Okay, I want to try to dissect what in God's name is going on here. Okay. So, all right. So the Colts are Okay, so the Colts are at 6. Okay.
Dude.
Chargers are still up there. The Chargers gave up 27 points in the fourth quarter to the Steelers, who just tied with the Lions.
Yeah, but they won. The fact that you don't have the Chargers is disturbing.
What team would you take off in my power ranking and replace the Chargers with?
The Ravens. The Cowboys. I think the Chargers are better than the Cowboys for sure.
Oh, damn. Oh, I just realized you don't even have the Cowboys on there.
Yeah.
Wow. Dictionaries are expensive.
I do my power rankings based on who's good recently. Mine is heavily recently biased. All right. And the Ravens.
You didn't even spin the curse wheel this week. You didn't even spin it.
Yeah, I put it on a bye week.
But you did spin it one time during your episode and it landed on 6. And you were trying to do it for seeding purposes, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it determined who was going to get the 9 spot, the Eagles or the Vikings.
Okay.
Hey, dictionary dude, you actually need a dictionary to figure out how I do my curse. That's what you need it for, dictionary man. I'm going to say this again, all right? I don't control the curse. I don't understand the curse. It's a gut thing. We're going to fly by the seat of our pants every week. Yeah, damn right we are better than ESPN.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I meant. Because like do the 9 and it landed on 6. I think you'd curse the Colts still. I think you unwillingly curse the Colts.
The Colts play the Patriots this weekend, so we're about to find out if Jonathan Taylor and his 5 rushing touchdowns can continue against a good defense.
It's 4.
Bills got knocked off the list because of that loss to the Colts.
Oh, Bills are not on the list. Yeah, no, the Bills went flying off that list. No problem. Yeah,
I got no B's on the list. No B's on the list.
There's no B's on the list. Han, is there a D? Is there a K?
I don't know. Metcalf? Oh, DraftKings. Oh, you want me to talk about our sponsor of this show? America's top-rated sportsbook. Legal disclaimer. Yo, all right, let's talk about DraftKings. Okay,
I don't know.
Here we go. First of all, if you use promo code GPS when you sign up at DraftKings, you will learn to pay attention to Tom Grossi's segues into a DraftKings sports read. Okay, let me see here. This week, tomorrow, Thanksgiving. This is my parlay pick, all right? Andy Dalton, over 218 passing yards. Dak Prescott, over 275 passing yards. 275.5. Under Josh Allen, 276.5 passing yards. Because he's playing the Saints defense, who got worked last week. But the Saints, undefeated on holidays under Sean Payton. 2-0 on Thanksgiving, 2-0 on Christmas, 1-0 on Halloween, or something like that. And they're playing on another holiday. So the Bills really got an uphill battle there. I could have put Derek Carr in the mix there for this parlay. But I'm like, I can't figure out the Raiders. I can't figure out what Derek Carr is going to do. So that's what I'm taking. All of those over-unders on the QB thing. So if you want to build some parlays like that, have a little fun with your Thanksgiving football, do it at DraftKings Sportsbook. Link in the description. The code is GPS. They'll match your first-time deposit bonus of up to $1,000. If the Colts get hit by the curse, I will forever stop picturing you while I make love to my wife. Don't do that to yourself, Jim. Don't punish yourself because of my curse.
Whoa! We got a Holly Hundo!
Holly
Oh, yeah.
Hundo!
It's a Holly Hundo's first time being able to view GPS live, not yet happy hour, confused by Perna's reasoning. It's always a happy hour. It's the Holly Hundo halftime happy hour, even though it's no halftime. Wow.
Great job, Holly.
Now we are blessed.
Johnny John John!
We should do that. Oh, man. That should be a thing when someone donates $100.
Scooter Elway?
Scooter Elway. Just
Scooter Elway. You drop a hundo, you get a Scooter Elway.
That's it. Watch just like 6 of them come in, and it's just like that's the rest of the show. It's just the entire show is Scooter Elway. We get through nothing.
I became a millionaire because of Scooter Elway.
That's it.
All
right. So that's are we even gonna debate our power? I don't even know what to debate with you. I don't even know what to look at. Like,
oh, you scared to get skid Marcused? That's a play on Skip Bayless. So it was Skip Bayless to Skid Marks, but then I'm like, Marcus is a better last name, so Skid Marcus. And you're Nick wrong. That's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, that one makes sense. Oh, speaking of, oh man, did you see basketball when LeBron threw an elbow? Man, that was and he only got half the suspension that the other guy did, and I was like, wow, that's crazy in basketball. That's basketball.
Hey, if you're gonna suckle the Milwaukee Bucks' teeth again, Tom, you
I
better get in on basketball. You better pretend like you know what you're talking about.
I don't care about basketball. I care about the Milwaukee Bucks, and I know that they're crushing it. Giannis is a living god, and that's it. That's all I need to know.
He's not as good as Jokic, though. That's what's funny.
You're right. He's better.
No?
Jokic, more like Jokic. Just like your power rankings. I'm trying to be mean. I'm trying to do the debate thing. You gave me notes, and I wanted to do you proud. I just wanted to do.
Do we have?
Do you really have the Buccaneers at number 1?
I have them at 5. Tom,
isn't in your power rankings? Doesn't it say number 1?
It says 5.1. I did 5.5, 5.4, 5.3, 5.2, 5.1. You can't or any the Titans. You could have made an argument for a little bit ago, but then they lose to the Texans. The Chiefs are on a 4-game win streak, but who the hell have they beaten besides the Cowboys? The Broncos put 30 up on the Cowboys before the Cowboys even scored. The Patriots, they getting back in it, but they got to beat some good teams. The Cardinals, probably your strongest team in the NFL. They're the only 2-loss team, and they get the biggest boosts back when Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins get back on the field.
So how come they're not number 1?
Because I do whatever I want, and I don't think too hard about it.
Okay.
Well, here's why. Because I said it. I said it in the episode. The Buccaneers have a healthy quarterback right now. The Cardinals don't. That's why.
Okay.
Tom Brady's playing. Kyler Murray's not.
Fair enough.
Also, the Bucs are going to get healthier. They've been playing without Antonio Brown. And as much as we all love Antonio Brown, when he gets back, that offense is better. They just got Sean Murphy Bunting back. I think their defense is going to get a little bit better. I don't think Vita Vea played this last week, but his knee sprains mine. They're a team that's going to get healthy as well.
Sure.
If I'm being honest. Also, here's a little piece of trivia. You ever watch that treehouse show? The guy who builds the tree houses on Animal Planet?
No.
Oh, well, it's good. It's a good show. The guy builds crazy tree houses.
Okay.
And I've been watching it lately because it's a nice thing to have on in the background when you're being a dad. Guess who he built the treehouse for, Tom?
Tom Brady?
Antonio Brown. There's an Antonio Brown getting a treehouse built in his Pittsburgh home backyard, built out of steel to represent them Steelers.
Wait a minute. He still lives in Pittsburgh?
No, this is it's old. It's like a couple
I was
years
gonna
old.
say, can you imagine Antonio Brown just hanging out in Pittsburgh still? He's like, the commute is crazy to Tampa.
He's like, but that's why I drive 100 miles an hour in 40-mile-an-hour zones and get speeding tickets for it. I got to get to work down in Tampa.
Two Swords has a really good question, though. What's the difference between good pocket awareness and amazing O-line? Well, I think and this is from me speaking, I think good pocket awareness knows when to step up in the pocket. It's when to roll out, which ways to roll out, being able to identify where the strong blitzes are coming from, where the weak side is, and that is, I think, good pocket awareness. And an amazing O-line, you don't have to have that amazing pocket awareness because you'll have a clean pocket to throw out of. So like if you have a good O-line, you could just do like a three drop and then just chuck it away, right? Or like you'll have an O-line that will block for you if you want to scramble, what have you. Having good pocket awareness is knowing what to do in certain situations and you don't have the protection, and being able to see where you're not going to be, like where the gaps in the protection are going to be. That'd be my response.
Yeah. Also, good pocket awareness is something, if you're very good at, it allows you to masturbate without anybody knowing.
I knew, you know what? I knew it was, yep.
That's why you got to get those anti-stain genes. Here's the thing about Tom Brady, though, okay? Tom Brady probably got the best pocket awareness of any quarterback in the NFL. I'll give him that credit. I will credit Tom Brady when he does something well. And in addition to probably having the best pocket awareness, he's played behind the best offensive line for the longest duration, I think, of any quarterback. Like New England, when they had Dante Scarnecchia, the offensive line coach, the best offensive line coach in the league, like that line was always good. Then he goes to Tampa, who nailed it in the draft with Tristan Wirfs, and they already had a decent line going. Like he's got them both. And when defenses get close to sacking him, he's like a snake through that pocket. And
he does. Yeah.
He doesn't have to look, like he feels where the blitz is coming, where the pressure is, and he just squirts his way through there. It is so infuriating, like to watch him in the pocket. And I tweeted because somebody posted like Kirk Cousins' stats and how like magnificent they were over the last like 3 years and better than Tom Brady's.
Sure.
And a Vikings fan was like, the difference is Kirk Cousins has no pocket awareness. Somebody else said he's like a student who memorized all the answers, but doesn't actually know the material.
Doesn't actually understand.
Like I was like, that's actually, I think, kind of true. So I agree with you. I'm trying to think. Here's a guy who has bad pocket awareness, Joe Flacco. And you saw it in the Dolphins game.
Sure.
Just a blitz coming off the backside. He has no idea it's coming. And he just gets lit up. He fumbles the ball. And then the Dolphins and the Jets exchanged the ball like 15 times before one team recovered there. Tua actually has pretty good pocket awareness. Mac Jones, great pocket awareness for a rookie. Like that's a big reason he's having some success in New England. So I'll shut up now.
Jared Goff has awful pocket awareness. Jared Goff has awful a lot. You know what? I want to say something real quick, actually. Watching how Jared Goff is playing in Detroit, like, I know that people were, like, all over him and loved him so much, and then, like, they soured on him. But Sean McVay, man, for you to take Jared Goff to the Super Bowl, and I'm not saying Jared Goff has no talent. That's not what I'm saying. But, like, I think that Sean McVay is the perfect example of why you need to have a good coach and why or how good coaches are able to put their players, regardless of all of their flaws and what have you, in the best situations for them to succeed. That's what separates a good from a bad coach, in my opinion. Bill Belichick, what he's doing with Mac Jones is perfect. He's saying, like, hey, Mac Jones, we're going to run the ball, great defense, what have you. We're not going to make you win the game for us, like, in terms of, like, just rocking it down the field or anything like that. It's literally, let's put you in the positions. That's why Matt Nagy, to me, is not a good coach, because Mitch Trubisky did not put him in a good situation to succeed. Justin Fields, not putting him in a good situation to succeed. Like that, I think. So, yeah, I think Sean McVay deserves a little bit more credit because of how badly Jared Goff is playing in Detroit. And to be fair, Jared Goff also does have a lack of weapons. DeAndre Swift is finally starting to come along a little bit. The O-line, Sewell is playing out of his mind right now. Great pick for the Lions. Like, the Lions definitely have a lack of talent on their team right now. But like TJ Hawkinson, who literally is usually like their leading receiver, it's
DeAndre
crazy
Swift
to watch. Yeah,
is really good on a bad team.
Swift is starting to come along, and then that's really, really good. But
yeah, here's the thing too. Like, I think the Lions have a decent offensive line. There's some young talent there that needs to develop. But if your quarterback has bad pocket awareness, is bad at avoiding, you don't even have to be a great pocket QB.
Yeah,
but you can be like Mahomes or Rodgers and Rodgers is a great pocket QB, but he also can get out of the pocket and extend plays.
Yes.
Russell Wilson, not a great pocket QB, but would extend plays. Now he's getting a little old, getting a little slow outside of that pocket. But if you are bad in the pocket, you're going to make your offensive line look worse than it probably really is. Just like a good quarterback who gets rid of the ball quickly can make an average offensive line look great. I think Peyton Manning did that a ton when he was with the Denver Broncos. Like, their offensive line was never truly elite. They're mixing and matching pieces through that thing, and whatever they had, it made it work. So your quarterback offensive line relationship is symbiotic. And if you're bad, you make everybody look bad.
And you called this out too. Like, that is also the mark of a good QB, because like you look at Jordan Love, right? When he started behind that offensive line, and then look at Rodgers the following week and like how he's done the past week with the same offensive line, right? Just being able to call out protections and being like, hey, I see this, I see this. And again, that's also why you want an experienced center as well. Being a center is arguably one of the most underrated positions in terms of difficulty. Yeah.
Holly Winchell. Yes. Dissertation on pocket awareness.
That's
you know what that deserves?
Johnny John John!
Holly,
Elway for the payday.
That's it. But I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, you look at the difference, like, when you have a bad center, because it's not just like the snaps coming out, it's calling out the protections, it's calling out all that stuff. Like, being a center is one of the hardest positions in the NFL. And like, I feel like that they go very, very under the radar. And you only know when you have a bad center, like when they are terrible. Because if you have a good center, you don't talk about the center. Like when we had Corey Lindsey, we don't talk about Corey Lindsey because he was amazing. So yeah. Sorry, I like how we just dove into like that football conversation, because that was.
Hey, we needed to get something real. Two swords. I don't want to disappoint you, so fuck you, Tom Brady.
There we go. We give the people what they came for.
Dude, I've been doing FYTB for so long that it's just like it's lost all its meaning to me.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that last night. Like, the Peyton Manning Tom Brady rivalry was great. And now it's like Tom Brady doesn't even have any more rivalries because he's just hung around the NFL way too long.
He's just waiting for everyone to retire.
Just waiting for all other quarterbacks to die.
He's literally he's the Kenny Omega of football. He is the guy who's like, you know what? Yeah, now I'm going to spar with 25-year-old Patrick Mahomes, who's like nearly half my age. So, yep.
And that's true. Creed Humphrey, great pickup by the Chiefs. Great name, great mullet. Wish he was a Bronco.
That's it. Let's talk about some games, Brandon Perna, because
we got Thanksgiving football. And programming note, we're doing clickbait sports tonight or this afternoon.
Today.
And we are raising money for the charities. So please acknowledge that we are not selfish. You raise money for charity so people think you're a good person, and that's the only reason you do it. Right, Tom?
No.
You raise money for charity so you don't go to hell.
Oh, I don't care about that. That don't bother me one bit. That's fine. I look at a picture of the sun and I get sunburnt. So I'm going there. It is what it is.
Tom's soul is so pasty it couldn't even exist in hell.
And literally just vaporize and be like, where'd he go? He's just supposed to have eternity down here.
Yeah.
I will be Thanos immediately as I step through the gates. I'm like, hey guys, done. Done.
All right.
Let's talk about the game everyone wants, the Bears and Lions. Okay, anyway, moving on to the second game, the Cowboys and Raiders. at
This
4:30.
Bears-Lions game might be one of the worst all-time Thanksgiving matchups to date.
Did I ever tell you that story about that game?
No.
Years ago, in a faraway land, years ago, when I was streaming and like experimenting with Twitch, I streamed a Thanksgiving game between the Lions and the Chicago Bears. And there were a handful of people in there. And it was one of the worst games I had ever seen. The only thing that was keeping me alive, and they're both in the chat, is Luke Birch and Ray, because they were telling like the darkest jokes that they could think of. And it was literally like, I was barely watching football. They're just like, how can we make Tom squirm? And telling the most offensive jokes possible. And like, I will always be like the offensive joke stream. There was like, what, not even 50 people in there. And I think I barely 50. It was horrific. And I will never stream a Bears-Lions game on Thanksgiving ever again. It will never happen. Like Holly could be like, listen, I'll break the dono record again. And I'd be like, no, I'm good. my mental stability. It doesn't. Nope. No.
I think I'm going to stream the Bills-Saints game. See if I can get one of my triple Bs back in there. But I thought about doing the early morning game just to bang it out. And I'm like, wake up, do the football. The Lions might be fun because they're so bad. And then I saw they were playing the Bears. I was like, no. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it.
I will not.
Did you see this, Tom?
What's up?
A user on Reddit sold AJ Dillon a football card in addition to the money they got back this autographed photo to Rob the GOAT. AJ Dillon signs it. He points out both of his quads in the autographed Quadzilla Quadfather. That's cool.
I love me some AJ Dillon. He's such a awesome dude. Like he does the show with Cheesehead TV and like every Monday, and it's good stuff. It's
Aaron Nagler, right?
Yep. It's
hey Aaron, would be nice to get a follow on Twitter, dude.
Ooh, shots fired. Then you got the Raiders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Teams that are so desperate for a win. By the way, I love Scooter going, yeah, I want Amari Cooper to get like 6 touchdowns, and Amari Cooper's not playing.
No, he's not playing. I'm not sure CeeDee Lamb's going to play.
Yeah, probably. Yep.
I think the Raiders might win this one.
I really hope they do. I want the Eagles to come back and win the division so badly. So badly. Like, yeah. So... Jesus Christ. There he is. You think the Raiders win? I think the Raiders are going to win still today. I still have to do my predictions.
Raiders are reeling, but like the Cowboys struggled last week. Bad.
They're bad.
And I think they're banged up.
Being played at home helps.
Yeah. Short week at home, but
and the Raiders are not looking great either, to be honest. So
no. I want the Raiders to win for Guillermo. This one's for Guillermo. Also, I'm kind of all about the chaos in the AFC West. And if the Raiders win and the Broncos beat the Chargers, things get real messy. If the Broncos beat the Chargers, their game against the Chiefs is for first place in the AFC West.
We should do something. Now that's flexed, Perna. We should...
maybe we'll do a little coast stream there. I don't know.
Oh, a little Sunday night primetime football coast stream? Oh.
Yeah.
Be interesting. That'd be interesting. And then you got the night game, which who the hell knows? That's a very intriguing match. The Bills Saints?
Bills have a chance. Bills have a good chance to rectify their season because the Saints are riddled with injuries. Alvin Kamara, still probably a no-go. Now, Mark Ingram's got a knee issue. He's day-to-day. They've got linemen that are hurt. A lot of offensive players. They're getting thin on offense. I expect a big day from Taysom Hill, though. I bet they use him a lot. If Ingram and Kamara are out, your Taysom Hill's your biggest threat on offense as a weapon.
You got it.
Maybe Callaway has a big game. I don't know. But I think the Bills can can get back in it. I don't think they're going to light up that Saints defense, but I smell a win for Buffalo. I smell a big first-time holiday loss for Sean Payton, king of holiday ball.
If the Bills lose this game,
all hell breaks loose.
It's going to be pandemonium. Pandemonium. Like, listen,
every
buddy,
team I banked on this season,
crushing failures. Crushing.
I might be the curse.
And that's what we learned all along. All along, I was the curse.
I see dead people.
Who doesn't?
I'm Bruce Willis. I've been dead the whole time. Spoiler alert.
Spoilers. Oh, man. All right.
That, of course, is a spoiler to Die Hard. Bruce Willis was dead the whole time in all the Die Hards.
That's accurate. That is accurate. By the way, Captain Finn Oakley can get out of the tub. Okay, Captain Finn Oakley's in the basement now. He's in the basement hanging out with Brecky down there. So, but listen, the West videos are going to get real interesting these next few weeks. So hold on to your butts. All right, Pardon, I think we did it. I think we did the show. Plus, we have another stream in like 5 hours. Yep. And also I have predictions that I need to record and get out. And
busy week. Happy Thanksgiving.
And to all a good night. Wait. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the Grossi Perna Show, another episode of GPS. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Chair. # Brandon Perna. You've been navigated.
Don't hashtag me, but you have reached your